cheerleaders out with cheers and the different fraternities and sororities starting the cheers and everybody screaming and hollering. This makes me feel excited and want to go to all the football games and basketball games and just get into campus life.
From the classroom to the court, from the residence halls to the university center, from the minute you walk on campus, you can feel the academic and social spirit that defines the University of North Alabama.
It clings to you. The first time, if you stay here at least long enough to know people, you can't ever leave.
It's a smaller school and it's a gorgeous campus. You don't have the crime, you don't have a lot of the problems like that. And the people are basically friendly. They're here to help. People like to have fun. They enjoy classes. And the school is dedicated to a high level of education.
That dedication to a quality education is the foundation on which the University of North Alabama was founded more than 160 years ago. Its mission was as strong back then as it is now, to educate young men and women and prepare them for graduate school and productive careers. Students at UNA get that preparation by majoring in programs offered in the School of Arts and Sciences or one of the 3 nationally accredited schools of education, nursing, and business.
How can at last be used as an adverb? Can you put that on one line straight down?
I try to instill in the students the same kind of interest in the structure of the language that an anatomy student would find necessary in the structure of the human body, or that a biology student would find in any kind of structure, that a business student would find in the corporate structure. I think here at the university we care a great deal about our students. The main thing that got me into teaching was the students and being around the students. It's as if I never had to graduate from college. It's almost a lifelong chance to be a lifelong student and to hear the same interests and have the same things going on that were so great when I was in college.
Close personal relationships between professors and students are not unusual at the University of North Alabama. There are no graduate assistants teaching here. Highly qualified professors teach all classes, beginning at the freshman level. They take a deep interest in their students, both inside and outside the classroom. It's a special bond that can begin to develop the minute you step on campus.
When I came into the university, I registered late. And in registering late, I assigned all my own classes. I found myself in 415 history and 325 CIS computer class. And I didn't know what I wanted to major in. So I was walking around, and Dr. Mack, that's what I call her now, she found me, and she asked me what the problem was. And I gave her my schedule, and she's like, there's no way you could possibly take this.
He would have been in big trouble if he gotten those out of order, and we don't want that to happen.
So from that point on, I was interested in television production, which is now my major. And she's my advisor. And she got me on the right track. And basically I owe my entire college career to that first day here when somebody took me and turned me around.
And it's been really rewarding watching him grow and change and mature. And I have great hopes for him. I think he's going to go out and do good things, very good things.
The chance for lasting friendships, the opportunity for a good education. The University of North Alabama combines the family atmosphere of a small college with a diverse curriculum usually reserved for larger universities.
It's the size, mostly, is what drew me here. A big school, it's easy to get lost in the shuffle there, but at a nice size school like University of North Alabama, you get the attention that you need as an individual student.
A senior coming to the University of North Alabama would find that professors and teachers here on this campus would meet them halfway in terms of presenting information and challenges in the classroom, but yet providing the outside classroom help that they need.
That are involved in creating in your workplace a climate of performance.
Business school predominantly is junior and senior level work. I want students, when they've been in my class, to leave it a little bit different than they were when they came in. Not just having passed a number of tests, but I want them to be able to have some skills that they didn't have going into that class and think a little differently than they did going into that class. I think a lot of good teaching is really caring for students. 95% of all faculty members know what's in the book. That's not the test of a good faculty member. The test of a good faculty member is being able to relate to students and to understand what their needs are and to work with that student on changing, you know, and growing. So we're growing students. We're not teaching business.
The business school is located in Keller Hall on the south side of campus. It's here you can also appreciate the rich history of this university just by looking at some of the oldest and most beautiful buildings on campus.
It's just beautiful. The old architecture, it's gorgeous. The rolling hills, the flowers in front of the Graves Admissions building, it's beautiful in the spring.
Wesleyan Hall and Willingham Hall and that whole stretch down the middle of campus is just beautiful. I love to go and sit out between classes in the fall and just take a book and sit out at the amphitheater on a bench and read, and there's lots of squirrels around. It's just very relaxing, very peaceful place to study.
Across the street from the amphitheater is the Gallatin University Center. Here students can grab a bite to eat, watch some television, shop in the bookstore, or take part in a club meeting. Additional academic buildings, the Norton Auditorium, many of the residence halls, and the sports complex with weight room are close by. Students walk just about everywhere on UNA's 100-acre campus.
Who thinks they can raise their hand and tell me which paragraph?
For students in UNA's School of Education, it's a very short walk to get some hands-on experience in a real classroom. The Kilby Professional Laboratory School is on campus and is the only laboratory school in the state directly associated with a university.
Kilby is designed for our students to go and have experience with a real class setting, not only during their student internship, but prior to their student internship. It may be through observation, it may be through teaching small groups, or it may in fact be teaching during student internship.
We have done a lot of clinicals throughout the different classes, and that helps because if you had never had the experience of going to the classroom and then suddenly being put into student teaching, you would not know what to do. So I'm ready to get my classroom. I feel like I have a lot to offer to the students, and I'm excited. I'm ready.
Hey, Miss Hankins, I'm going to take your blood pressure.
More hands-on, this time for students in the university's nursing school.
This is the nursing lab. It is used exclusively for nursing students. What we try to do in this room is make them comfortable doing the hands-on experience. We have lots of models. We have lots of practice. We also use this to show videos and films and give them the opportunity to do a lot of the procedural type things here on models and some physical assessment things on one another, so that by the time that they go into the clinical setting, they are hopefully much more comfortable. Eventually these people are going to have people's lives in their hands, and we want them to be very well prepared and very comfortable with that by the time they get to that point.
Sometimes the pursuit of knowledge takes a back seat to having fun. With the diversity at the University of North Alabama, it seems like there's always something going on.
We're having a competition of spring fling. All the sororities are getting together and doing videos. We're Zeta Tau, which is #1, and we're doing a video to compete with the other sororities. So if our video wins, then we're #1.
It's a lot of different organizations that you can get involved. There's no sense of you coming to college and just sitting in your room going to class. You should get involved.
They have enough activities where if you don't feel comfortable in a Greek organization or in certain situations, that there are those opportunities for you to get involved in other things to create a good environment that you feel comfortable in here at this university. I feel like there are a lot of opportunities like that.
The cities in the Shoals area also provide students with social outlets as well as internship possibilities. The annual homecoming parade is a good example of how the community and the university join together.
Town-gown relations are extremely important, not only for the purpose of the university and the town, but also for the students. I'm impressed with the relations that not only with Florence, but also with Tuscumbia, Sheffield, and Muscle Shoals, the whole Shoals area. University is really a player in that, an important piece.
Back on campus, the excitement builds as the UNA Lions take the field. Varsity sports are an integral part of campus life at the University of North Alabama. The Lions compete in the Gulf South Conference, Division II of the NCAA. Both the men and women challenge in a wide variety of sports.
This is our sorority, you know, it's just us, and we're real close, you know, we're kind of, you know, we're like sisters because we have to be around each other every day.
I think once they get here, they realize that if they're going to stay here and want to play and be able to play, then the academics have to come first. And we tell all of ours that they have to get their priorities straight. Hopefully they do, that academics comes first and basketball second, and then social life is third. And you can manage to get all three in there if, you know, you'll get your time right and get your priorities straight.
It's a great bunch of guys. I mean, it's kind of a unique situation because compared to most teams in the South, they're mostly Southern guys. And this team, you got players from all over, anywhere from California, from Las Vegas, where I'm from, to Florida, to Pennsylvania, Kansas. So we've got guys from all across the country. It's a great experience.
That we should get together and kind of teach.
Students from all over the country and from all over the world attend the University of North Alabama. It's a campus that appreciates cultural diversity.
At the beginning, I was kind of concerned because most of the people I knew when I was an exchange student had already left the area, but it was very easy. I got involved in a lot of activities here on campus, and you know, I really enjoyed it, had a good time.
Foreign and American students learn more about each other by living right next door in the Lafayette International House. It's one of 4 residence halls on campus. 2 others, Rice Hall and LaGrange Hall, house women. Men reside in Rivers Hall. All have laundry facilities and a lounge. Resident advisors help with the transition to university life.
She came the first day we moved in and just told us everything that we needed to know, gave us papers and said, my room is right here, showed us her room, knock anytime, anything you need, I'll help you out. And it's been times that we needed something, wanted to know something, and we could just knock on the door and ask her, and she was there.
I think I've learned an awful lot from being an RA about how people relate and how to handle problems and confront different situations. I think I've grown a lot personally as being an RA, so that's why I've continued for the past several years.
Whether it be learning about yourself and others or gaining new knowledge from professors and books, the University of North Alabama has all the resources necessary to educate young men and women. The library contains more than 250,000 books and periodicals. Through a computer network, UNA students have access to national and international research collections and databases. Computer labs located throughout campus complement the academic program. The science labs have state-of-the-art equipment available to students and teachers for cooperative research work. UNA provides students with one of the strongest, least expensive educations in the South, and qualified students are eligible for a variety of scholarships and other financial aid assistance.
The financial services that we offer, the types of aid fall into really 2 basic groups, either what we call gift aid, and that includes grants and scholarships, money that does not have to be repaid, or what we call self-help aid. And this is the type of assistance where students must perform some kind of service in the way of a work or be willing to take out a loan in order to help themselves attend college.
A caring campus community, a well-respected and dedicated faculty, a challenging curriculum, a spirited student body. You'll find it all at the University of North Alabama. A place to grow, to consider new ideas, to make lasting friendships, to prepare for your future.
This university is a great university academically, and a degree from this institution I would put up against most institutions in this country.
It seems to mean more to me that he's the first one in our immediate family to go to college and get a degree, and of course he hopes to go on to law school, and we're wishing him the best. We want the best for him.
I owe a great deal of gratitude to UNA in molding me as an individual, as a student. It's really contributed to my overall well-being.
I feel that I have walked away with a lot, and that means a lot to me. Not just that I've got my money's worth or anything like that, but it just means a lot to know that I've walked away with, of course, my degree, but with knowledge
It has not made me grow up. It has allowed me to grow up in many different ways than I ever thought I would. It was the best decision I've ever made.
Everything you need, it is here.